Hey guys, welcome back to Bollypiano. Here's part 2 of Kalayil Dhinamum, and it goes like this. So this is the instrumental part, which we'll cover first, and the right hand with the counts goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll look at these 3 bars first. Once without the counts, here we go. Okay, so this particular part has actually been simplified. There's a bit more going on in the original track, but since this is the easy arrangement, we'll stick to this. Okay, moving on, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Once without the counts, it'll sound like this. Okay, next up we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and 1 and 2 and 3E and 4E and. Once without the counts, here we go. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll play this entire instrumental once again in the right hand. Here we go. Okay. All right, now moving on, looking at the left hand, we have 4 chord changes in the first bar itself. So we have G, D, C, back to D. So with the right hand, it will sound like this. Okay, one more time. Okay, then we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. So that's C, then D major. Okay, moving on, we have G major, then E minor, and then B major. So we have with the right hand, okay, so I'll just put these 3 bars together once again without stopping. Here we go. Okay. All right, so now let's look at the left hand for the next part. I'll have the right hand playing, but we'll focus on the left hand. Here we go. So we have G major, then D major, then C major, back to D major. Let's try that one more time. Here we go. Okay, then we have G major, then D major, then we hold down C major for the entire bar. once again. All right, now we're back into the verse, and that sounds like this. Okay, so we'll look at this first. So in the right hand, we have 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, so once without the counts. Here we go. Okay, then we have 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 E and a. Okay, once without the counts. Here we go. All right, and in the left hand we have the following: G major, D major, E minor, C major. Okay, then we have G major again, then D major, and C major throughout the bar. Okay, so I'll just play that once without stopping, then we'll move on. Here we go. All right, and the second time round, we have the exact same chord progression in the left hand. So we'll just focus on what the right hand is doing. We have 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. 1 and a 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Once without the counts. Then we have 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4. Here we go without the counts. Okay. All right. So let's try it with the right hand and the left hand together. Same chords. Here we go. G, D, E minor, C major, then G, D, C. I'll put it together without stopping this time. Here we go. All right, now let's look at the second half of the verse, which sounds like this. All right, so in the right hand we have 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Once without the counts. All right. And in the left hand, we have G major, D major, then E minor, followed by C major, then G major, D major, then C major. Okay, play that once without stopping. Here we go. Okay, so that concludes the verse. And then we'll look at just one more thing, because that's the only other thing that stands out in the song. And the rest of it is very similar choruses and verses repeating again. So I won't cover them, but I will play these variations when I do my full run through. So you can see what minor differences there are. So we just have this little bit over here which goes okay, so it's like a small interlude before it goes back into another similar verse that we just covered. Okay, so in the right hand we have 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, and 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 E and a 3, 4. Once without the counts, here we go. And then we have 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1. Very simple. And in the left hand, we have the following chords. G, we just hold it down for the first 2 bars. We play G again. This time B minor, then E minor, C major. So again, this part comes after the chorus. All of it will make sense when I actually do the full run through. You'll be able to piece everything together. So yeah, I'll see you guys very soon for part 3. Thank you very much for listening. See you guys soon.